Beauty Amid War by Fatimah Husseini. The image of Afghan women is now blackened by successive wars. The women you will see in these pictures tonight are full of high hopes, resistance, liberation, and stories that have never been told. These images are real, however, with temporary arrangement. The faces of powerful and beautiful women who have been forgotten, and the beauty of the place are far from the eyes of the world. This is the only moment of the image of an Afghan woman that must be watched frequently to remove the stereotype of looking down on women and illuminate the minds of the audience with the radiance of this always denied beauty. Fatimah Husseini is joining us from Kabul, Afghanistan. Fatimah, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Hello, Ika, and thank you so much for having me tonight on CNN.
It's such an honor, Fatimah, to have you here tonight. What inspired these amazing words by you, and what inspired you to do this work?
Thank you so much for the question. Actually, I was born in Tehran as an Afghan refugee, and I came back to Afghanistan in 2018. But it was always so hard for me when I could see women talk about Afghan women in very weird words, and they didn't know anything about Afghan women, especially when I was in Tehran. Even our neighbor, my friends, that we are not that much far from each other. I mean, our countries, they didn't know they didn't know anything about Afghan women. Or even when I had exhibitions or I traveled around the world, so many people thought that, or even think that Afghan women are always with burqa, and there is nothing more than restrictions, burqa, poverty, murder about Afghan women. It was a big question in my mind always, and I tried to work on something that I could see, but at the same time I could see that nobody in the world can see these things in this world. And I tried to highlight the brighter side of Afghanistan and to show the unseen portrait of Afghan women that always are hidden behind burqa.
All right, Fatimah, before we continue to talk about your passion and your work and what you are trying to do with your work, let us go back a little bit what is going on in Kabul, in Afghanistan right now, where you are right now. Tell us a little bit more about the situation on the ground as we speak.
Actually, everything is so complicated, and we are all in shock, and we don't know even who will be our president tomorrow. Today, I was in the city to take some photos and to do my assignments and to do even all my everyday works. But, the streets were full of people to finishing their works, and they are in hurry to leave as soon as they can. I mean, there were huge traffic to airports, and all the banks and even ATM machines were out of money. So it is so crazy time. And when I had some chatting with my friends, especially women, they all have their concerns about what will going on, about the rumors and about everything we are hearing every day, that maybe they stop us from working, from studying and everything. But the situation is so complicated, and we are all living minutes by minutes, and we don't know what will happen to us even 2 hours later.
Are you afraid, Fatimah, sometimes staying in Kabul right now?
Of course, I'm afraid, because I heard from one of my journalists from Badakhshan last night, that he told me, Fatimah, if you can please be a little more low profile, because as he told me, the people are so in hurry, and they I mean, as you know, these days, given the dark experience that we have from Taliban regime, they are always against the loud voices. As I said, everything is so complicated now, even for women, that we all have our concern that if we can continue to work, continue to studying, or me even like even I will be like I can even travel or take photos or to show unseen border of Afghan women, because it is so like sensitive and conservative when you talk about women in Afghanistan, and when you talk about art, and when you want to show something different, and like these are the things that I know can make me double target, or can make anybody double target, or even like, you know, I have so many concerns that I was all my life I was a refugee, and just it's like 4 years that I came back to Afghanistan, and those few doors that were open for me, they are slowly closed, and even I leave this country, again it will be with a broken heart, and I don't know that what will happen to our country, our women, our girls, and our voice. So yes, the situation is so like complicated.
It's very complicated. And you know, this is why, Fatima, your work and your voice is so important. First time when I saw your work online on social media, I was actually really inspired to reach out to you and to talk to you. I have been a refugee in my entire life too, so I actually know where you're coming from, and I know how important it is to have that voice that you are so afraid of losing. And if we go back to your work, the camera never tries to hide or deny that tragedy of war, but only to reach moments towards an image of feminine dignity and beauty and the forgotten heritage. And this is what you said, this is what these are your words. How important is it that you preserve your work as it is right now, not just for the local audience, but also for the worldwide audience to see?
Of course it is, Ika. Thank you so much for your amazing words. Actually, yes, you know, I mean, it was a very big question even during my student life when I was in Tehran. And if now I am here, you know, when I take these photos, I had this exhibition and I exhibited these photos in China, in United States, in Europe, in Tehran, in Japan. And you know, I mean, I received so many like crazy questions and crazy responses. Actually, most of the like people appreciate me to do these brave things. I mean, you are so brave, you are doing an amazing job. And the most common question was that all these are Afghan women. Are you like in Afghanistan? Did you take these photos in Afghanistan? And I was like, yes, this is our Afghanistan, and these are our women here. But these are the things that the world never showed to you, you know? And it is so heartbreaking. But as I said, even when I was in one of my exhibition in Austria, one curator came to me and asked, "Hey, Fatima, you are the Afghan artist?" And I said, "Yes." And she said to me that, "Where is your burqa?" It was a kidding, but it really hurted me during that time. And even when I am now in Afghanistan and I want to show something different, but still all around the world, so many of people have this question that, are they real? And Afghan women are like this? And if I said to you, we have so many things that the world didn't like show from us. I mean, our bravery, our brave women, the faces, the like the voices, and even about our textiles, about the diversity. You know, I had a photo collection about Khurasani reflections, that it shows the different types of Afghan women with their exclusive clothing and with their like own like textiles from different part of Afghanistan. But even our Afghans, I mean, in diaspora or around the world, or even in Afghanistan, didn't know about any of them. So this is kind of a genocide, I think. Even it can be a genocide, because we are losing our culture and we are out of sources, and we are missing and we are losing the human source, the cultural heritage, and everything that I think the new generation responsibility is just to show these hidden things and to show and to revive these forgotten, cultures and valuable things.
I would definitely agree when you talk about ignorance and the lack of knowledge when it comes to your country. And I cannot explain to you how much I can relate to that story as well. You're just amazing doing what you do. And I'm really hoping that you stay safe, of course, and that you continue doing what you're doing. And most of all, because you are so proud of your culture. And you are a proud woman, and a proud woman with her own heritage and her own culture and tradition that you value so much. Like you said, when they asked you where your burqa was, you were offended because people are just, the world is really ignorant of different cultures and different places in the world, and we only see really what the news show us, and nobody really takes the time anymore to go and try to find out what Afghanistan really is, who Afghan people really are, and what is really going on beyond, like you said, the war. And like you said, Beauty Amid War. This is the name of your exhibition. And it is something that your pictures, your photographs really show, and that is exactly the beauty amid war. What really inspired you to take this topic and make it something that we can see and touch today?
Thank you for this important question. Actually, I am living in the middle of war. I mean, I left my comfort zone, my family, my everything in Tehran, and I came to Afghanistan. And as I said, I left my comfort zone to a war zone. We have to accept the reality. Actually, in Afghanistan, everything is so like, you have to take care about anything, you know, about even your clothing, the way you speak. Because when you talk about women are not in Afghanistan and in a comfort zone, in a conflict zone, in a war zone, it's so conservative, and you have to take care about and pay attention to each your words. So I am here to talk about the beauty. I mean, because I am making beauty in the middle of conflict. And I am like trying to pick some beauties that maybe they're little, but they are. I mean, they are real and they are existing. So that's why I choose to put this name on my photo collection about beauty amid war, because I am making this beauty in the middle of conflict zone. So that's why I chose this title.
It's a perfect topic. It's a perfect topic. Your photographs are just a real reflection of how strong women are in Afghanistan, and where you are right now. It's just amazing that you're sitting with me and talking to me and not knowing what the next hour will bring. I think it's an amazing thing. I'm really thankful for have you choose to speak to us. It's such an honor, Fatima. And your photographs have been already exhibited to the wider audience. And what did they say about it when they saw the beauty that you captured with your camera?
Actually, dear Ika, it was so different reactions about my photos, you know. I mean, there were very paradox between the reactions. I mean, somebody appreciated me so much, and somebody blamed me, and somebody came to me with various questions. So about if when I was in China, even some of our Afghan diaspora there asked me, all of these women are Afghan, are you sure? And when I was in Tehran, even it is our neighbor. I mean, we have so many things in common about our cultures. But they asked me, Fatima, did you took these photos in Afghanistan? Are you sure these are real? But actually, I got also some reactions about our Afghans, even about why you try to show Afghan women like this. We are not that much like you are showing to the world, because we have we don't have something like this, you know. I mean, these are so different reactions that I'm talking about. But At the end of the way, I want to say that why people surprised when they see these photos. These are the real part of Afghanistan that nobody in the world see. But these women are living now in Afghanistan. I am working with them, and like every one of them want to show this to our people of Afghanistan, that it is not that much surprise that you are seeing from Afghanistan. But unfortunately, war destroyed everything, Eka,
It
destroyed
is.
everything. And even our culture, even our reality, and even ourselves, Afghans, in all around the world, forget about what we were and what we are and what we are gonna do.
Again, so you said these images are reality, a silent reality. Is this what you're trying to tell me? So you're trying to capture the silent reality in every image. I have to say, those are probably the most beautiful photographs of cultural heritage and the women beauty and the strength and the resilience that I have ever seen in my career. And like you said, and I'm going back to that, silent reality and reality of women and girls in Afghanistan. What did you really mean by that when you said silent?
It's silent because when you talk about Afghanistan in this word, everybody think about war, thinking about poverty, thinking about murders. And even when I share a very simple photo from a cafe, so many guys send me a message, hey, Fatima, are you in Afghanistan? Are you sure you have cafes? You can drink coffee? I mean, this is so sad that even people in Asia, not Europe, not America, not Australia, don't know anything about Afghanistan. And I think it's all about our prison and also all the medias. Actually, I don't want to just talk about these things, Ika. You know, the world want to see two sides of Afghan women, a hero or a victim. But there are so many people live between these two topics. I have so many friends that they studied abroad, they studied from like in UK, in US, everywhere in this world, and they are so educated, they are so independent, they work in very amazing pieces and spaces, and they have a voice, but media never covered them and nobody heard their voices. And this is our normal life. We are living, we are working. I know that the reality of Afghanistan is so sad. We cannot trust anything here about security, about our safety. And even I am talking with you now, I don't know, as I said, in this situation, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. But I hope the world see this part of Afghanistan, that we have educated women. This is not that much big work that we are doing. And this is a reality of Afghan women that they didn't let us to present. I mean, this war didn't let us to present, and this war make all the titles and headlines of the news full of bad and negative and everything about war, but not beauty, not our our courage, not about our culture and anything. When you search about Afghanistan, you can find so many things about war. You can find so many things about our poverty, about our anything, about even women rape, about anything. But for my research, when I was searching about Afghan textiles, I didn't find anything about our hats, even about our different textiles, about our culture, about our photographers, about our artists, about even our museums, about our cultural heritage. I don't know what to say, but it is so sad that we have lack of sources. We are out of sources about anything positive about Afghanistan.
Like you said also on your site, and I read this, you said this is at least something that has been overshadowed by the news of war and suicide bombings for years for now. And like you said, there is so much more to Afghanistan and to women of Afghanistan. And the stereotype of Afghan women, it's just keeps in those frames of, hey, women wear burqas in Afghanistan, and that is pretty much it. And when you have news like that for continuously, you lose sight of what a country really was, what it is, and what it really can be. And you are doing this with your work. You are actually going against all odds right now with your work, and it's a dangerous work that you're doing, and this is something that we have to keep in mind, and obviously you keep in mind every time you present your work to the world and to the local audience as well. And I think that's bravery. That's simply bravery. But what do you think is, when you take everything in account, what do you think is the future of your work and of your passion and of that image that you are trying to portray about Afghan women in Afghanistan and worldwide? What do you think the future holds for Afghan women and girls?
Thank you for this important question. Actually, Ika, I have so many concerns about the future of my works. You know, I don't know that if whatever we are hearing every day, if the Taliban come, if everything like change these so fast, and if we lose whatever we fight for in the past 2 decades, what will happen? I mean, nowadays, even I cannot work on my like unfinished photo project here. I am doing this, I am walking the streets, but I cannot even protect my models to invite them to come to these streets and to take their photos and to finish even my photo series. It is so sad. Yes, the most important concern nowadays and already for my works is that what will happen if I couldn't finish my photo collection? What will happen to my models? What will happen to the concept of my works, to the beauty of Afghanistan? Even if I can continue to talking about beauties in Afghanistan, if I mean, I can even take the photos again in the streets of Kabul. These are like, I hope the women rights and our concept of our works. I mean, I hope. I mean, they don't compromise our rights, like with these political issues, with these political games. And I hope I could find a way to continue my works, to travel, to capture more beautiful women in all around Afghanistan, and to show the beauties of Pashtun girls, the beauties of Uzbek girls, the beauty of Hazara girls, the beauty of Tajik girls, all the tribes of Afghanistan, and to show this diversity and all our forgotten cultural heritage and everything that the war didn't let us to show.
Didn't let us to show. This is why your voice is important. Tell us, Fatima, what can we do to make sure that your voice and work is preserved, so it doesn't disappear, it doesn't go away, and you can continue doing what you're doing?
Thank you, Ika. I hope like the world don't close their doors to us like now they do. Ika, this is so horrible situation. All the embassies are closed in Afghanistan. All the flights are booked now. I mean, even our scholars, even our women are in a very uncertain situation, and we don't know what will happen. Even me as a journalist, I don't know, but the only thing is important for me that please don't forget Afghanistan, and don't forget that our history and what we have done till now, and all our brave women, their voices. I hope all these things like just present us in a very good way one day. And I mean, I hope next time if I sit with you, I talk just about my work, just about the beauties, just about our women, just about their resilience, not about war, not about our concerns, not about what is like this world is doing with us, what the war is doing with us, with our generation. We are losing hope, our future. We don't know what will happen. But these are so like so hard time, but I hope the world doesn't forget Afghanistan and its beauties and its powerful and
You are
rich culture.
you are making sure that we see that the other side that we don't get to see because of all the ignorance, because of all the media scrutiny that Afghan women, girls, and people are going through right now. And hopefully one day when you and I sit together, have our cup of coffee together, is in person, and we can only talk about work, and we can only talk about how successful you are and how successful you maintained to keep your voice alive. And this is so important. Do you feel at times when you see what is going on, and I have to go back to this again, unfortunately, do you feel like the world has abandoned you and left you to figure it out yourself?
Of course it is. Of course it is, because I just heard so many, like our scholars in different part of this world, like the embassies are closed now, and they cannot let them to go out from countries to even like continue their lessons. Me as an artist, I mean, I have so many opportunities, but how about the rest of girls here? How about the rest of women here? You know, even I myself, I cannot say who will protect me, who will protect the journalists, artists, women. But of course it is, and I hope we don't go back to 20 years ago, because we fight a lot, we talked a lot, and we tried a lot. And how about this resilience? What will going on? I mean, what will happen to our educated women, our journalists, our women activists?
I wanted to
Okay.
discuss a few of my favorite photographs of
Sure.
yours. And I don't know if you can see them behind me. I have
Yeah.
selected 4, which I love dearly. And this is one of them. Can you see them?
Yes, it's amazing. Thank you.
Can you tell me more about these couple of photographs? This is you, of course. You're so beautiful. Can you give me more information about, for example, this one too? I love this one. I don't know. You cannot see the entire photograph,
Yes,
but I
I
think you know which one it is. Can you tell
yes.
us something more about this exact photographs that we are seeing right here behind me? What they represent and what they stand for? As we can see, they represent different styles of different part of the culture, and they're just amazing, and you have captured that. And yes, it's made in Afghanistan, nowhere else in the world. Can you just give us a little bit more feedback about the photographs that we are seeing right now?
Sure. Thank you for paying attention to my works. Actually, these photos are, I mean, the name is Pearl in the Oyster, that it's part of Beauty Amidwar. This is my first photo collection that I started in 2018 when I came to Afghanistan till now, and it will be a photo book. In this photo collection, I tried to go to streets and to capture the women of Afghanistan in very, like, I mean, in forgotten locations. Actually, this photo, I captured it in a Chicken Street. It's one of the old streets of Kabul in Afghanistan that you can find so many amazing things in, I mean, there are old shops there that you can find a part of our culture in each of their shops. I mean, you can find it in every shops, and it's so amazing for me. So I invited these women to come with me in these streets and to pick a part of or, I mean, whatever they are selling, a scarf, I mean, a dress, or even the jewelry. And I took these photos to show that this diversity, you know, because in some of these photos the hats is for like north of Afghanistan, the jewelries are from west of Afghanistan, and the scarf is like for the central Kabul. So these can show us a little united, because like a Pashtun girl wear a Hazaragi hat with a Tajik dress. I mean, with Uzbek jewelries. I mean, this diversity, because I cannot see these united. I mean, among unfortunately people nowadays, and it separates us a lot. But at least I can do it with my photos,
Yes.
and to show that I mean, we can be beautiful, we can be amazing, and we can have a powerful voice if we are united, if we can be together. So this photo collection is on the streets of Kabul, and with different part of the city, with women who they are actresses, they are models, and they also are they have their own voices, and there are so many like stories behind their faces. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. You have me speechless every time you speak about the work and about how you did it, and I see you're continuing and hoping to be able to continue your work and to continue to do it. But of course, as you said, you don't know what the next hour and what tomorrow will bring. It makes it very difficult to have anything planned or plan for anything or have anything scheduled to do. But what you have done with Beauty Amid War is something amazing. You really did show that beauty, but the strength on their faces and the resilience that they portray with their posture and with the fashion in it is just amazing. It is really inspiring. I have to tell you, it's really inspiring. And you do have your exhibition. Is it this year? Am I mistaken? In Tehran, or has it already happened?
Yes, my recent exhibition was in Tehran.
The recent exhibition was in Tehran. How was it accepted?
Actually, it was as I always say, because it was my I had various exhibitions in Tehran, but not in these concepts, you know, because before Pearl in the Oyster, I have like 4 collections working with burqa, because it was just, I mean, it was my only thing that I found from my background, from being an Afghan woman during my life as a refugee. So it was so I mean, it was so amazing for them that to see Afghan women like this, because they have, I mean, when they came to me, they told me that, I mean, the audience says that, Fatima, we had so many questions about what is like to be an Afghan woman in Afghanistan. But now with these photos, we think it's so amazing. They like the textiles, the faces, and it was so amazing for them, because they didn't know about the diversity of our tribes, about ethnicities, about our faces, and even if we have women like this in Afghanistan.
It is amazing. You do inspire so many people with your work. You have inspired me as well, and I'm 100% sure you will inspire so many people in my region here. I can't wait to show your work to the further audience. Fatima, I would like to thank you so much for being with me tonight, and I would like to thank you and wish you all the best and to stay safe. And I do promise you, and I hope I'm not going to be a burden, I will keep on checking up on you. I hope that is okay.
Thank you so much, Ika, for having me tonight, and to give me this platform to talk about the beauties of Afghanistan, to talk about my works, and to talk about the things that I'm not sure that if I can continue to capture these photos again or no. Thank you for letting me to be out of this situation a little, and to go back to talk about my works at this tough time. It was a big help, and it was a very amazing job you did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are the one with the amazing job, and you're doing it perfectly. And I really love your beauty and your resilience as well. You're a true Afghan woman. You should be so proud of. And we are proud of you. Hope you know that, and take it away with you, please. And I hope you have a really, really great day, the rest of the day. And of course, we will stay in touch, Fatima. Thank you so much.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Bila je to Fatimah Husseini koja nam se javila iz Kabula, Afganistana. Mislim da smo imali priliku evo, da večeras zajedno naučimo nešto više o tome šta zaista stoji iza kulture Afganistana kao i žena i djevojčica ove države koja je sad trenutno prolazi kroz jedan vrlo težak period, kao što imamo priliku vidjeti i u vijestima, ali svakako nadam se da je Fatima uspjela prenijeti, da smo mi uspjeli prenijeti ono što Afganistan zaista i jest iza tih ratnih linija. Hvala što ste bili večeras uz nas. Ostanite i dalje uz program. Thank you.